Hello everybody, welcome back to Rascalscrafts. My name is Chuck and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make goldfish in a serving tray. Hopefully this is going to be relatively easy. Very few components required. We're going to start out, of course, with a tray that we can put the goldfish in. You can see it's got solid sides so people can't see through here. Goldfish are going to be 3D when we're finished. And so nobody can see through the sides in order to see them how it's done. Okay, and of course we're going to need the resin. Okay, I'm using Amazing Clear Cast. Okay, and we're going to need the goldfish. So we've got these little decals, and what happens is when you place them in the resin, it actually gives a 3D effect. So we've got 3 trays. We need 3 goldfish. Actually, in the center tray, we're going to have 2 goldfish, so 4 goldfish total. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, make sure you use your safety equipment. Going to want to use gloves when you're working with resin, and you're going to want to put on safety goggles, so if you happen to splash the resin, it doesn't get in your eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're not going to need a lot of resin at a time. This is a multi-sequence build. Basically, you put in a layer of resin, then you put on your first set of decals, you let it set for about an hour, hour and a half, another layer of resin, more decals, let it set, you get the idea. So, you don't want to mix up a lot of resin at one time. Resin's expensive. One set of resin, part A, part B, costs $22.50 for a total of 16 ounces. So it's expensive stuff, don't waste it. So if you mix up too much, then you can't use it. It goes to waste. Well, it can go to waste, but so we just want to start out with a little bit at a time, just to fill in the bottoms of the serving tray. So we're going to use up. I'm going to do about 2 ounces at a time, so that's 1 ounce of each. We'll see how much that gives us. Okay, now let's see if we can focus on this a little bit here. You can see all the little tiny bubbles in there. Okay, well, we don't want those. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our heat gun and we're going to pop those bubbles. So, take a look, you can see the bubbles are pretty much gone. Okay? You may have to pop those bubbles a few times to get all of them out. They have to rise up to the top, then the heat pops the bubbles. Okay, it has been almost 20 minutes or so, and I've used the heat gun on this 4 times. So we're now going to go ahead and start placing the fish. Okay? So, the decals come in sections like this. You start at 1 and work your way across until you've used all 4 decals. So this is going to be minimum of 4 pours, where the center one, I've got one that's got 4 decals and another one that's got 3 decals because it's a smaller fish. So let's go ahead and do this. You want to make sure the decals are clean. Dust free. You don't want to touch the decals with your hands, of course. So, I'm going to go ahead and peel off the first one. And then you want to figure out how you want it to be placed and where you want it to be placed. Okay, like that. But as you can see, I have leftover resin. Okay? I don't want to get these too full too fast, so I need to do something with this leftover resin. I don't want to waste it. I have a cup here that has leftover resin from other projects. Basically, I'm going to add some coloring to this and pour that on top of this That way there in the future, when this is full, I can pop it out and make a project with leftover resin. What color should I add to it? Okay, last pour was purple, so let's go with golden yellow. There we go. And you only need a couple of drops of the coloring. See? Just needs a couple of drops. Pop a few bubbles real quick. Okay, it is the last installment of Fish and Resin. So let's get on with this. It has been overnight. It's now the next day. About 23 hours from when I started this thing. You can see that these are all totally cured. Okay, well, here's the final project. It is messed up, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at this a little closer. Okay, as you can see, the fish and the plants do have a bit of a 3D effect on it. This one came out the best, except for the tail of the big one. But, you know, he still looks pretty good. And then the final one. This is one that messed up, and one that upsets me a lot. When I was putting the, or after I put the first layer down, I didn't let it dry long enough. So it was still very, very tacky. So when I went and put the second layer down, I didn't put it directly on top. So when I tried to pull it off, it messed up the tacky resin. So that's why the tail looks so bad, and you can see that it is off-centered from the rest. But other than that, not too bad. I do want to thank you for watching Rascalscrafts again. I hope you're finding some of this interesting. Please leave a comment. Please like and subscribe if you can. And hit that notification bell so you can see when I do more. My next project is I'm building a something to help me around my workshop. So I will talk to you all later. Again, thanks for watching Rascalscrafts. Please be safe, love each other, and God bless.